Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back to the KS family. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently down 2.57% to 46,441. Ethereum down 1.9% to 3888. I focus on helping you leverage the professional smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining real wealth in the process. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. If you're going through a life pullback, just understand that the sun will come out again. There's always hope, and our love and healing thoughts are with you. You're not alone. Rule 774, master yourself to master the market. This world seems to reward bad behavior, but it never does in the long run. Maintaining a positive excellence life trend is what we're about as a community. This is all about real wealth. Real wealth includes money, but includes so many more things that give meaning and a sense of purpose to life. Having integrity and decency, kindness, courage and honor, fearlessness, these are the components of real wealth. Money is critically important, absolutely. Everybody understands that. But having more money just magnifies existing personality issues. It doesn't solve them. This is something that a lot of people don't understand. They think magically when they attain a certain level of wealth, everything will get better. Ask any billionaire who's going for the next billion. It doesn't make any difference. Ask any millionaire who's going for the next million. It doesn't make any difference. The truth is, we do not ever have to be more in the eyes of other people. We just have to be ourselves. We can call this the scalpel principle. The knife in the hands of a surgeon will heal. That same very knife in the hands of a criminal could kill. It's the same knife. Money is that way. One thing that I haven't spoken about previously is all these components of real wealth actually attract money. They enable money to flow to people. When there is no generosity, money is repelled. When there is selfishness, money is actually repelled. It doesn't get held. When there's kindness, money is attracted. Integrity and decency, of course money is attracted. Think about someone like Warren Buffett. Whenever Warren Buffett goes somewhere, people know that Warren will not do the wrong thing, ever, full stop. It is just not part of his personality. Short-term gains are always returned. It's better to just go along with the system. That gives us inner peace as well as outer peace. It's a hard thing to understand, but life makes all of us suffer. Life is suffering, but we need to deal with it in a positive manner. Suffering either enslaves you or you release it to be free. There will always be setbacks in life. That is a given. What you do with the setback is the important thing, especially when it comes to investing and trading and setting a positive excellence life trend. If you didn't have something when you were growing up, will you seek to deprive others of it when you have it? It could be love. Maybe you didn't get enough love as you were growing up. Will you say to others, I didn't get love, so I'm not going to give love? Or will you do the route of positive excellence, saying, what I didn't get, I will give? If you're new to the community, welcome. And you might say, Ken, why are you talking about all this emotional stuff? I just want to buy my beloved altcoin. I want to know the target, when to get in, when to get out. Absolutely. But without this fundamental basic, you'll actually lose money in the crypto market, guaranteed. Preparing your mindset for setbacks is critically important. That's why I always go through Real Wealth, to focus your mind on what's really important. What is important is meaning. Getting a meaningful life is so important. There was an example of Jesse Livermore. Jesse Livermore created day trading. He was a very, very intelligent guy, but unfortunately committed suicide because he wrote that he had no meaning in life. What is the point of that? We always want to create meaning in this world. When we talk about KS zone analysis, these are the 4 stages that all investors and traders progress through to become consistently profitable and attain real wealth. Zones 1 and 2 are based on the idea of certainty. There is no certainty within any financial market, especially crypto. In Zone 1, people panic. In Zone 2, they get into conflict, the blame zone. Both of these zones are really, really horrible places to live. They're devoid of real wealth and they're full of stress. Zone 3 is the place you want to be. That's the zone of probabilistic fearlessness. It's all about patience and rules. People move from certainty, the light switch effect, all in or all out, into probability. And there's a lot of patience that needs to be applied in the process. Zones 1 and 2 are about instant gratification, get rich quick. No such thing, and anybody who tells you that does not have your best interests at heart. You might ask, where do the rules come from? They come from losses. They come from things that you can do better. Looking at rules and living by rules to do better is absolutely the focus of Zone 3. But money without meaning is just another form of poverty. It's so incredibly important to inhabit both Zone 4 and Zone 3 at the same time. In truth, if you get to Zone 4, you already have Zone 3 as an investor or a trader. But as a human being, anybody can move into Zone 4 at any time. It just takes a choice. Rule 138, all investors become traders every time they buy or sell. Traders have a very, very specific mindset. They're very strong psychologically. They make volatility their best friend. When things are going up, they take it tentatively. They understand what it means. When things are coming down, they look for the opportunity to exit and rescale. Investors typically don't look at charts. Maybe they're not sure really how to draw support and resistance. They just say long term it's going up, so therefore in X number of years it will be fine. If you pick the right thing, yes, that could be the case, but crypto is an incredibly fast shifting market. You really, really need to be careful about what you invest in. But the concept is the institutions actually pull investors in through increasing prices day on day on day. And the investors see certainty. I'm going to make money. It's a sure thing. And then what happens? The market goes down. Traders have the mindset of always knowing what smart money is doing, knowing what the institutions are doing, and aligning themselves alongside. I released the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass on the 11th of December. Unfortunately, I think there were some email issues as I got quite a few bounces. Could people, if they haven't received the coupon code for a 90% discount, please reach out and let me know. I'll make sure you get that. The masterclass is all about creating solid foundations so you can think like an institution of one. It's absolutely from zero. That means I don't assume any previous knowledge. When I was lecturing first and second year statistics, I taught stats from the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it absolutely demystified the complexity of statistics for my students. They went from fearing numbers to loving mathematics. I'm sure you will do the same if you get into the masterclass to learn the foundations, the fundamentals. The foundations are so incredibly important. Please do each lesson one at a time and don't skip. I've used a thing called exponential learning to embed all sorts of hidden nuggets and hidden gems inside every single lesson that can be practically applied. Skipping around will actually weaken your foundations. Please make sure you do it in sequence. I also do deep dives on trend, timing, real wealth, and the trigger process. I'd just like to let everybody know that the special 90% discount will end on the 31st of December. So if you would like it, please reach out to me to kstandf@gmail.com and I'll lock that in for you. And I'd just like to say thank you to all the wonderful community members who've had such wonderful feedback. Thank you so much. Rule 45, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. This is critically important to understand. Many influencers I hear when they talk, they don't understand Rule 45. That is very scary. Bitcoin's gravity drives the entire crypto market. As Bitcoin goes, so do to all other cryptos. Of course, there's timing differences. It doesn't mean that if Bitcoin goes up by 1%, the other cryptos will go up by 1%. Indeed, not at all. The cryptos will fly around all over the place, but they typically move in a directional bias. You can see here by the recent price decreases, how is your portfolio going? It's probably down quite a bit. This is because of Bitcoin. That's why we really need to understand what Bitcoin is doing. The lower boundary on the KS Bitcoin model is 25,577. This would be the lowest price that we would expect Bitcoin to hit under any circumstances. Not 10,000, not 5,000, 25,577. The upper boundary at this particular point in time is 176,917. We're still on track for the blow off top around the 25th of May 2022. There's always tremendous volatility on the road to the top of the bull market. You can expect 20, 30, 40, even 50% reductions in price. The great percentage increases are fantastic. Everybody loves those. But getting a 40% decrease after a 100% increase is just very unpleasant. That's why we need to make volatility our best friend. We expect it. How do we expect it? Because we make in advance probabilistic choices. Most retail investors and traders only have one choice. When it goes up, I expect that, but when it goes down, it won't do that. When it goes sideways, it won't do that. It will just go up, and then it goes down, and people panic, and they sell. They go all out, and that's not helped by the influencers who put horrible faces on their particular advertising for their videos. Oof. They really mislead the market. Price is always moving in a wave. That's rule 4. Price moves in waves. It's always going up and out and up and down and up and down. That's just what price does. There's always a mixture of good and bad news within the economic system at any particular time, and the media, basically driven by smart money, can tend to focus on one thing or another. And generally that focus is just literally determined by what is happening during that particular day. For example, if you look at the market right now, what do you think the news would pretty much be? Would it be overwhelmingly positive? If it was, people who read that particular news source would say, don't these people know anything? The market's just gone down. So if price is always moving in a wave, it's waving up and waving down, waving up and waving down, waving up and down. How do you explain those sort of macro events day by day by day? You just got to pick something out of the hat. Oh, it's tapering, it's Mt. Gox, it's the India CBDC, it's something else, it's government regulation, whatever it is. This is what media outlets do. When you're watching the news, please be aware, all news is sensationalistic by nature. That's what sells advertising space. What we do is we look at the signal, what things could actually impact the crypto market, and we need to look broadly, because other markets, the stock market, the bond market, are all markets that impact each other. Let's just zoom in here on this particular price action and see what's cooking with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently trading at 46,333. We've seen a lot of support along this support line that was drawn a very long time ago, that existed in the market before this price action actually occurred. What we're seeing is Bitcoin is under various levels of resistance, primarily this one. It sought to get above it yesterday and moved into the I don't know where I'm going zone, please help me, and it just came down. Now it's hit a level of support at around just very much near its current price. What is going to happen here? We can see a lot of bubbling along this line. If we get a breakout from resistance at around 47,500, that looks really good, but we need to clear another level of resistance up here at about 48,300. Then we move into the I'm not sure where I'm going zone, and we need to actually overcome this resistance at around the $49,800 mark. When we get there, things are looking much healthier, things are looking good. And then when we get into the approximate $53,000 range, things are actually starting to look up. We may wobble around a bit, form a bit of a cradle, but with all things, crypto is incredibly volatile to the downside and absolutely to the upside. So that's a potential path. But what happens if it comes down? How far down could it actually go? Based on past price movement, anywhere within this red zone would be okay and healthy and absolutely part of normal price action. Rule 234, crypto eats technicals for breakfast. That basically means when people come from a stock market background or Forex background, foreign exchange trading background, they often look at the crypto market through that lens, and that's absolutely fair. But the problem is crypto is not those markets. It's incredibly volatile and it's subject to implosive, explosive movements, exponential movements. That invalidates a lot of stock market and foreign exchange trading rules. What we can see is many times, many people have been absolutely certain that crypto was going to do certain things and it didn't. That's why we apply Rule 130. Make volatility your best friend. Say to your best friend, I'm sorry, but volatility is now my best friend. I know I'm naughty. Okay, the critical thing here is when price comes down, when it's volatile like this is the absolute best time to buy. It's so counterintuitive. Most people sell, professionals buy. Professionals are like firefighters. They run into the burning building when everybody is running away from it. And our community is done incredibly well by catching these long tail rejections. Catching these long tail rejections can be an incredibly good way of dollar cost averaging in, but they do take patience. That's why Zone 3 is all about patience. A lot of people are sold a story that crypto will make them millionaires within a month, that they will get a guaranteed $20,000, $30,000 for $100 down. It's absolute rubbish. Please do not listen to people like that. They're just scammers. In truth, financial markets, all financial markets, take a lot of knowledge. You're up against very, very experienced and intelligent people. If you don't have the foundations, that is not going to go well. You really need to have the fundamentals. As it's the weekend, we may get a long tail rejection down to 41,933. That would be an ideal buying opportunity. The difference between traders and investors, traders are always taking profit. Basically, their money is their stock that would be in a shop, and they're always turning that over. I would always recommend that if you're an investor, take a small percentage of your portfolio and learn how to trade. It will keep you in the market and on top of things every day, which is a really, really good thing to do because you need to manage the entry points and exit points on your investments. A lot of people also worry about tax. They say, well, if I make money, I have to pay tax. Two things are really important. If you're an investor and you're going to sell down the track, you're going to pay tax anyway. And the other thing is you only pay tax when you make money, so you're ahead. Quickly turning to the markets, we can see the volatility index in the stock market rose, the fear rose. What did we also see? A little bit of a bounce with the NASDAQ 100, the technology index. We saw oil just retreat a little on price. We can see T-bonds, the bond prices, starting to get up over that resistance and turn it to support. There's another level of resistance above. What are we seeing? The bond yields coming back to support, testing again. Let's see what happens there. And what do we see with gold? Well done, gold. You got above that resistance and you're coming back for the retest. We can also see that the DXY, the US dollar currency index, is coming in for support. Basically, just another day in paradise. Nothing has really changed. Rule 28, opportunities reset daily. This is just like in life. The opportunity to be kinder, more loving, more caring, more generous exists every day, and it brings great meaning. And of course, in the crypto market, opportunities literally reset every day. Let's have a look at some of the top cryptos. We're looking at Bitcoin. It's currently consolidating. Ethereum consolidating near support. Binance Coin, incredibly strong, very, very powerful. It's a long way away from support. Sol coming back into support but has bounced quite nice. Cardano, poor old Cardano, still under pressure. We need to send Ada some love. XRP under resistance but looks like it's consolidating. You can get a very powerful either up or down move from this, and the more likely thing is that we will break across resistance and Bitcoin's gravity will pull all the alts up, but we have to watch what happens. It does take a degree of patience. DOT, we can see DOT coming down. You can see so many similarities between the different cryptos on a relative basis. We can see that we're almost coming into a 10-5-10 level with DOT at $20.47. There's another one below at $15.43. May possibly get a long tail rejection that slurps up these guys. That'd be quite nice. Look at Luna. Luna's behaving like a lunatic. It's so strong. Well done, Luna. We can see Doge is still under pressure. Elon, please somebody call Elon and tell Elon to make another tweet. AVAX is doing really well. Look at that powerful jump from support. That is really good. SHIB is looking like it's entering a consolidation. It's caught an area here. Keep your eye on that one. Could be really interesting. Matic also acting with strength. Please go after strength. Do not go after weakness. Many people, when they get into the market, they invest or trade in downtrodden cryptos. That can be a recipe for your money to go to zero. Really get on the side of strength, and of course get on the side of something that will last the test of time. We can see Litecoin currently under resistance. Poor old Uni needs some love too. It's so under resistance at the moment, as is Chainlink and also Algo. We can see Bitcoin Cash under resistance, as is Tron. Decentraland Mana is coming back to a level of support. Axie Infinity looks like it's due for a technical bounce. Stellar under resistance. VET under resistance. Cosmos under resistance. FTX very under resistance. But from eye charting you can see that it's really getting close to maybe turning around. Let's check it out. We can see EGLD came back up strongly to test that resistance, tried to get above but was rejected. When I said earlier about being careful, if some particular crypto goes down and down and down and down, it will probably continue that way. That's why you have to be very careful. You can see that with ICP. ICP came out around 360. It's now $360. It now is around $26. You don't want to be on the wrong side of this. Unfortunately, this can happen, and it happens a lot. We can see Filecoin. It was around, for example, around the $162 mark. It's around $39 now. We can see Sand. This is what you want to get into. And for a lot of people, it's really scary because you're buying on the way up. People want to lower their average buy price. How you lower your average buy price when a crypto is going up is you buy the pullbacks. You don't try and buy the blow off peaks. Of course, that can be more easily said than done, but there are a lot of trading techniques that you can use to identify these things. We can see sand coming in for a degree of consolidation at the moment. H bar underneath its resistance. We can also see theta under resistance, Ethereum Classic under resistance. Near, it went far, but it came back really badly. That's the nature of crypto. It's all implosions and explosions and exponential price movement. It is unlike any other market on the planet, and it is the best market in the world to be in. Always apply Rule 444. Ignore tips, advice, and marketing. Let's have a look at some community favorites. Veracity, what a great name. It's under support, so it's under resistance now. And we can see several levels of resistance, but it's accumulating, consolidating around this level, current price level. It could be really interesting. It's following Bitcoin's fingerprint very, very nicely. When Bitcoin decides to rock and roll, VRA will also do so. Icon, exactly the same thing that we're seeing. A very nice level of consolidation here. KSM is also under dual levels of resistance. IOTA is doing its absolute best to get above this resistance, but we know Bitcoin's gravity, no alt can escape it. This is why we talk about it. It's so incredibly important. So many people just focus on one project. You need to gain a deeper perspective because you can time really fantastic entries to make yourself more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love. We can see BitTorrent, BTT, very spiky. These can be really, really good to trade. This inherent volatility is fantastic for trading. RLC, we can see RLC has sold off a lot. It's below resistance. TRB is certainly below resistance, and Cartesi is starting to basically turn around. This could be really interesting. Keep your eye on CTSI. I'd like to thank all the very kind and generous community members that reached out to me and bought me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/CryptoTradingKS. Thanks so much, everyone, and especially to Badger. Thank you for your generosity. Hi Ken, I just wanted to thank you for your incredible masterclass discount, the best bargain ever. Thank you so much, Badger. Vicente, thank you so much, my friend. Very nice of you. And Al, thank you so much. And of course, to all the people who have been so generous and kind, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Self-sabotage and self-doubt are the greatest enemies of any professional investor or professional traders. Yes, it is absolutely correct. Knowing what you don't know is really, really difficult. Laying very strong foundations of worth is incredibly important. Knowing how unique you are automatically makes you worthy. You deserve kindness, love, meaning, and every success in life. This is a really good thing to reinforce every day. Life definitely has its ups and downs, and we encounter from time to time people that do not have our best interests at heart. It's easy to get downtrodden by life, to go through a life pullback, whether that is emotional or physical or something related to health. It always happens. It's just a natural part of life, and we can choose what we do with that. But focusing on being kind and spreading love and helping others to attain meaning, that's a really, really beautiful thing to do. Maybe you might like to put something in the comments about sharing. That can be our special word for today. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video if you think it will help others. Thank you to our moderators for keeping our community safe from scammers. Very much appreciated. Please say hi and let me know where you're viewing from and if you have any questions. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenario. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.